Copyright goes out to Lace 434. This is DJ Pre, the instrumental. Yay! Yay!
What up? What up? What up? What's good?
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Whoop whoop, nigga! It's my
birthday. What's today?
Nigga, it's my birthday. Yeah, ain't no lie. So, okay, so real quick, let me see. I just want to go through this shit real quick.
Everybody that's coming in, make sure you hit them hearts. Make sure that y'all drop a comment, share this bad boy out. Let us know where you watching from.
That's right. You already know what it is. Reality Check Virtual Radio in production with Blacklight Revelations
1 and 2.
1 and 2. What's up?
What's good, bro? What's good with you?
Man, I'm out here doing it, man. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Go, nigga. It's my birthday. Hey. So, I'm out here doing it, man. Just trying to.
That's the only way to do it.
Trying to have a good time, man. It's literally my birthday. Quite literally, my birthday is technically in 42 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Happy birthday. What's the plan for the birthday? What you getting me for your birthday?
I'm not getting nobody shit. I'm expecting a whole bunch of cash apps and shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. We gotta get the cash app popping off. We gotta get the donations popping off.
That's right.
You got 77% of the $100 goal. What they say, $200 for the payout?
Yeah, for the cash out. Yeah, because last night I made like $23, man. It was a good night, man. I had a lot of good supporters.
That's what's up.
It was really cool. So, so it's my birthday today. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alive. It's my birthday. So, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all say something. Don't be rude to your boy, even if you don't like the boy, okay? It is what it is. But, hey, check this out, though. If you don't already know, we're on the HAPS app. If you want to join into the conversation anytime, all you got to do is go to haps.tv. That's HAPPS.tv. Come on in, make an account, and you can always join into the conversation. Also, we're live on Periscope, YouTube. I know I'm on Twitter and I know I'm on Facebook, but what are you on exactly, Rob?
Right now I'm just on YouTube. My Facebook is out of commission for the next 7 days, but I think I'm live on Periscope too. I should be live on King and Queen Legends 1. So
you are. What's up. You are. It looks like you are.
That's what's good.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I want y'all to understand, man. Let me see. Stream Emily. Oh, okay. Stream Elements bot. Okay.
Yeah, cool. that's my artificial intelligence moderator for YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's right. So check this out. Make sure you jump on Haps, or if you want to stay on Periscope, cool. You can stay on Periscope, but you can't join in, unfortunately. But what you can do is you can hit up my motherfucking Cash App, and that Cash App is $Reality Check VR2, babies. Reality Check VR2. That's $Reality Check VR2. Give your boy a happy birthday. Motherfuckers, quit playing games. All right.
We got a live in history already showing love.
That's what I'm talking about. Good looking, alive in history. I appreciate that. Much motherfucking love out to you. All right, so I don't know, you want to get into a little bit of conversation while people make their way over here or what? What's up? You got anything for us? What's up, Rob?
Yeah, we can do that. I just did a video and I just premiered it on YouTube, so y'all might want to go over there and catch it. It's also on Periscope, but Periscope is gone as of March 31st of 2021. So go check it out. It's over on YouTube on Blacklight Revelations 1 and Blacklight Revelations 2.
That's
about
right.
gator. It's about gator bait. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that was upset because Florida University changed their theme song. And my question is, if we live in such a good country with all these wonderful God-fearing people, because I'm a God-fearing person, but my man here is atheist, and we both got the same question. If y'all fear God, then why are you upset about them changing the theme song about a song that was basically based in, child sacrifice, a song that was based on black babies being fed to alligators, and you know what I'm saying, like everybody at large is upset about it, calling this pseudoscience, saying it's not true. We don't know nothing about it. How do you not know anything about it when there's articles from 2014 about this, going all the way back to a New York Times article that was traced to 1920, where it discusses this stuff in great detail? Everybody knows that this stuff is true. So what's the problem? And mind you that this is everything that the Confederate flag represents.
That's real shit. I mean, but at the same time, it's exactly what the God-fearing people represent also, though, if you really want to break it down, because who sacrificed who?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You feel me? So
exactly.
So we're talking about a group of people who believe in a God who sacrificed his own son. So why would they see this as being bad?
And that's a great question. That's a great question. That's a good thing about doing this on Haps, because anybody that can explain it can, they can just say, hey, I can explain it, and we can just add them in the comments, and they can call right in and let us know why a black baby is good enough for gator bait. Why is that okay?
Apparently, gators like dark meat.
That, what's crazy? That's literally what they said. That's what they said in the article.
I believe it. I believe it. I really do. I really do believe it. So, you know what I mean? I get that shit. It's all good, though. You know what I mean? Let me see. So, but the thing is a lot of people act like this was a fake history or pseudo history. The fact of the matter is, not only is this history and not only is this fact, but you can find stories that go back and doing even more depraved, and this is pretty fucking depraved, right? So if you can find stories that's even more depraved than this, I mean, Jesus Christ, come on, bro. You know,
right?
Right. It's like, white people, you have a history of being very, very sadistic. Let's not get this shit twisted. Okay.
And the thing that's crazy is that it's celebrated. It would be a different story if it was like, we fucked up. This was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, we need to deal with this and bury the hatchet. But nah, like they just want to keep putting it in everybody's face. Like, nah, this is okay. Y'all need to shut up about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck about your kids, and we'll feed them to alligators again. And it's like, not really. That shit's not happening.
Right. That's real shit. That's it's real shit. And it's kind of funny that it works out that way. Because when we tell them, right, that you fed us to alligators as bait, right, they say, no, that ain't true. Then you tell them, man, you guys used to make shoes and wallets out of our skin. No, man, that's not true. Then you tell them, yeah, man, and you guys used to cut off our wings and keep them on your counter in a jar.
Right.
Talk about the ultimate penis envy. Jesus Christ.
Look, and then they'll be like, what about Chicago?
And I'll say, we're talking about Chicago. We're talking about you cutting off black men's dick and putting it on the corner in a house in a jar.
Right. And why you mad at me for talking about it? I didn't do it.
I didn't do it either. Shit. You know what I mean? I don't even live in Chicago.
Right.
Why I gotta be the keeper of Chicago?
Right. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's definitely a funny situation when you're talking about these things. So I find it interesting, to say the least.
I find the reaction interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just amazing how we can, talk about and memorialize every single atrocity that happened all throughout history until it comes to anything that happened to black people. When it comes to anything that happened to black people, you're a liberal, you're a Marxist, you're a
Right,
communist, you're a
right,
socialist. How about just a historian? How about
right,
that?
right,
Like, you
right.
know
How
what I'm
about
saying?
just a historian that likes to tell the truth?
Right.
Simple, right? Simple, seems simple. I don't know. Maybe
Seems simple enough.
maybe we're too complex of human beings for them to understand, what it is.
Well, I tell you what, being a part of a race of people that they actually outlawed literacy from starting back in the 1500s and actually being able to read, I think we're doing pretty good just actually turning on a live button.
Right. You feel me? That's real shit. That's really real shit. So no, I'm already definitely feeling you on that shit, man. It's kind of crazy, that we always celebrate the past and never forget, right? Jews is the Holocaust, never forget, never forget. Everyday Americans is Pearl Harbor, 9/11, never forget, never forget. Slavery, Gator
Forget
Bay,
that.
you know,
Forget
turn,
that.
like turning black folks into wallets and shoes, just forget that's all in the past. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then we get back to, the Confederate flag. Oh, well, that's just heritage. Never forget heritage, right? Never forget, right?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I got two kids. I'll never forget that the United States was completely okay with them using our babies as gator bait. You're right. I'll never forget that.
you're right. Never forget, never forget. You know what I mean? But it's a funny situation. Excuse me. And so with that, we understand that there's a clear bias on what people want to remember and what they don't want to remember. You see what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
because when they say never forget 9/11, guess who did 9/11? It was some brown guys, right? You
So
say
we can't forget that.
right, so you can't forget that, right?
You know what's crazy? What's crazy before we go as far as to say that is it was actually some brown guys who are actually white guys because actually the only brown guys that count as brown guys are Latinos. Arabs actually count as who?
white, right? Yeah, I feel you. So, but we're gonna call because they're brown. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So we're gonna call them what they are. So never forget 9/11. Who did it? Brown guys. Never forget. What is it called? Pearl Harbor. Who did it? Oh yeah, a whole bunch of light-skinned yellow brown guys. Right? Never forget the world of the Civil War. Oh, that was a piece of shit that was trying to destroy the country. Right? Never forget. Right? It's always never forget when it comes to every other group, but once it comes around to having to accept responsibility, take accountability, oh shit, forget that. It's in the past.
It's pseudoscience, Kang shit.
Right, Kang shit.
Kang shit.
Kang shit. We was Kangs. You know what I mean? And then here comes the didn't do nothings.
Yeah, they didn't do nothing.
Didn't do.
Well, one thing I didn't do is pilgrim politics. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. What up, Bliss?
That's
Abyss,
right.
what's good, bro?
Abyss. What's up with it, brother? How you doing? All right, so yeah, that's a very, very interesting topic. At the end of the day, Crooked News, what's up? How you doing? At the end of the day, we have to remember the history, especially the history of Black folks and what we went through and all the atrocities that we went through. And it's important to make sure people understand that because there's a large number of Black folks that were used as alligator bait after the freeing of slaves. This is the funny part about it. It's after the freeing of slaves. It wasn't during slavery. This is afterwards.
Right. Yep, absolutely. And I'm actually doing a little series. And this little series that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do each section of the book that's called Dirty Little Secrets. And in each section, I'm going to read the paragraph of Dirty Little Secrets, and then I'm going to follow it up with a supporting article or two. So then everybody will actually see all this messed up ass shit that goes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, I think they know. They just don't want to be reminded on how much of a sycophant and how disgusting and how completely uncultured and animalistic and they were back in the past. I just don't think, and they want to ignore it. For white people have this thing where they like to ignore the bad things that they do.
Well, you know what's crazy, bro? It's not even just white people anymore. We got black people that's on the same shit.
No, absolutely. I'm not denying, but if you look at history, can we agree that we have had both? We've always had some sort of Sambo Negro who always wanted to show off massa so he can get a better position on the table.
Man, even before Massa, going all the way back to the days of Anthony Johnson,
right?
Not the UFC fighter,
right? And so the thing is we have to understand these things, and a lot of people just don't like to pay attention to them. They like to say things, but they don't really truly understand them. Even when you say Anthony Johnson, a lot of times people don't really know about that situation. Some people are actually very misinformed about it because they try to say stupid shit like, he was the first person to have slaves in America. You know what I mean? And that shit is just blatantly false.
Right.
So it is what it is. But don't get me wrong, that don't mean he wasn't no motherfucking, Sambo.
Facts.
That don't mean he get a pass.
Facts.
It just means y'all got your history fucked up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and if you leave it up to the United States, they don't want that to be history at all. They want that shit completely washed out. You know what I mean?
Right. The legend, the myth. Yeah, buddy. All right. So, like I said, man, this is a very in-depth history. I think it would be very interesting if you put that out. I'll be looking out for it for sure.
For sure. And you guys, you need to make sure that you go over to Black Light Revelations 1 and Black Light Revelations 2 on YouTube to check that out. And me and my man Izzy will be doing subsequent podcasts, reinforcing everything that we talk about in these videos and broadcasts that we put out, so you won't miss a thing, especially if you're on Haps.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're on Haps or YouTube, that's where you're gonna find us. All right.
Yep.
So, if I didn't tell y'all already, it's my birthday, bitch. Get in my Cash App. We gotta
hit this $100 goal by the end of the broadcast, and we gotta get my man Izzy tanked up for his birthday. Hit that Cash App.
That Cash App $ Reality Check VR. Reality Check. It's Reality Check VR 2. That's what it is. Reality Check. Let me make sure, because I don't never know. Yeah, it's Reality Check VR 2. $ Reality Check VR 2. Put some money in my Cash App. Let me have a good birthday. You greedy Negroes. God damn it.
Oh shit.
Quit being greedy. Okay.
That is hilarious. So here go my question, bro. What do you think about COVID-19? What do you think about all of this nonsense going on with COVID?
I think niggas need to keep their motherfucking ass inside the house.
Right. Especially since, everybody's so upset about the face masks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which, in my opinion, I think it's a little undertone behind the face mask, but that's just me.
I mean, there is a little undertone about the face mask, but at the end of the day, nigga, keep your funky ass in the house so we can get the fuck back to regular life sooner.
Facts.
This is, I don't know. Listen, whether you believe this is real or you think it's fake, you know what I mean? The sooner you just comply, and I get what this sounds like, because I'm not really into the government telling us what we have to do and shit like that. But at the end of the day, if we do have a pandemic and it's even half as bad as what they're saying, it's still problematic. You feel
Facts.
me? And so, how about just keep your funky ass inside the house, right? And then you stay locked in the house for a couple weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, and we can get back to normal life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
Marlon,
it's
Marlon said he stay in the house.
right, me too. I stay in the house too. I ain't even gonna play, bro. I stays in the motherfucking house, bro. Like I only go places that I have to, cause I don't know about none of you dirty motherfuckers. I don't know if you motherfuckers wash your hands after you take a piss. You know what I mean? So how can I trust y'all niggas to keep me safe? I can't. Fuck them vaccines though. Oh well, I absolutely fuck the vaccines until I see that it works. I'm good on a vaccine. I'm good on it.
What's up with the vaccine blackface, man? All they've been doing is showing black doctors, black nurses, black people getting these vaccines. You think it's something funny about that?
Well, they're trying to push forward an idea of black folks needing to get this vaccine because we are underprivileged. We're in, broke cities. We don't have health care, things of that nature. So we are the most at risk according to them. But the fact of the matter is they keep on putting a whole bunch of anchor babies and fake motherfucking black folks in front of our face in order. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. Many happy solar returns, Izzy. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? So they keep on putting a lot of folks in blackface that aren't really foundational black Americans that don't understand the plight, and they keep on putting them in our face so they can kind of push us to take these vaccines. Now, my issue is this. You know what I mean? Kim, thank you. I'm going to follow you. Let me see. Someone said, Bernie said, get the vaccine, better chance of survival. No, better chance of survival is a healthy immune system.
Let's ask Bernie if he knows anything about the Tuskegee study.
Right. Yeah, Bernie, do you know anything about the Tuskegee study? You know what I mean? I'm an atheist. Good job. You know what I mean? Good job.
What's up, Pierre? We got Pierre in the house. The atheist.
Pierre, the atheist in the house. Good shit. Because the thing is it's not that people are trying to push the vaccine. What we're talking about is the overemphasis of trying to push the vaccine onto black people. And when this has happened throughout history, it's never looked good. It's never been a good thing for black folks. Let's just be honest. We have the Tuskegee experiments. We have the sterilization of black men and black women, primarily black women. We have, the atrocities that the medical community put on black women and black men. We have a lot of history showing that when it comes to medical situations, black folks and medicine do not get along.
Mm-mm.
You feel me?
Absolutely. And my man Marlon down here says they only care about black people when it suits Big Pharma's agenda. Big facts.
Right, absolutely. What up, Red Man? Rodman, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Rodman?
So you have to understand black folks' reluctance to take this med. Now, this vaccine, this med, whatever you want to call it. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of black folks that say the same thing. Look, I'm willing to take the vaccine maybe at some time, but stop trying to push it on me because I'm not going to take it right now. And the more you try to push it on me, the less likely I will to take it.
Well, the way I look at it is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? I was out there. I was in the ground dealing with the pandemic when it first was noted here in the United States. I haven't caught it. I've been washing my hands. I've been wearing my face mask. I started wearing an N95 before it was CDC recommended, and I still haven't caught it. And I'm definitely not getting any medication that's marketed by the United States government to black people. That's not happening. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because in North Carolina, the United States Board of Eugenics actually tried to successfully sterilized a whole bunch of black people unknowingly. And then there was also the Tuskegee study, which if you pay attention to how the Tuskegee study was done, it was actually pandered to black men through use of a black nurse.
Right. Right, absolutely. And then when they had the cure for the syphilis that they was giving out for free 99, free 99,
Free 99.
they decided not to give the antidote to the black folks in which they gave the syphilis to.
Facts.
For no other reason but to see what does syphilis do to people over time.
And just like they did with those babies that they fed to alligators, they watched as nature took its course on black people and did absolutely nothing.
Right.
Again, using us as the subjects of experiments.
Right.
And that's the reason why I say no. I'm not cooperating with anything that the United States, wants to do as far as on a level of dealing with black people, because they don't want to make anything right with us. Mm-hmm. But when there's stuff that we didn't ask for, they want to try to force it on us. Absolutely not.
Right. You know what I mean? And let's just put it this way. Spain is making a list of vaccine refusers to CYA. Spain is making a list of vaccine refusers to CYA. What is CYA?
I think probably cover your ass.
To cover your ass. Oh, probably. If it's cover your ass, that's definitely, yeah. I get it. And look, it's not, again, I've already said this. Hit me up next year. Okay? Hit me up next year. I'll take the vaccine. Give it a year or two. You know what I mean? Let me see what happens over the next 6 months to a year. I'm not saying I'm not willing to take it. Right? I'm not saying that even that if I got sick with COVID really bad that I want to take it. What I'm saying is if I don't need it, I don't want to take it.
Well, I'll tell you what's even crazier, bro. We're not even allowed to talk about it. If we title our videos where we're actually discussing the vaccine and we say anything negative about it, we'll get our videos removed and we'll get a strike on the YouTube channel.
Why? Why?
Because they don't want anybody talking about it. You can only talk about it in a positive light. All I did on one of my videos was I took a 15-second clip of where they said that in Sao Paulo, Brazil, the government made it mandatory, and YouTube actually removed that and struck my channel.
And did you appeal that shit?
Yep, I appealed it, and they haven't done anything with it at all. Nothing. The appeal is just pending, and it's been almost 3 weeks now.
Wow. See, and that's always troublesome when you're being censored. Yep. When it comes down to talking about things that we should be able to have a conversation about. You know what I mean? It's not violating any kind of TOS. It's not hurting anybody. People have their own opinions, and we're allowed to have opinions as individuals, right? Because there might be some people in here right now who say, no, but I'm going to take this vaccine, dude. I trust it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to take it. And that's cool. All right. You know what I mean? That's cool. And I don't have a problem with that. But the thing is we need to make sure that we're open-minded enough to be able to have a discord, because when we feel, and I mean, I think this is true for anyone. If you feel that you're being forced and something's being forced down your throat and, they're censoring everything, you wonder, why are they going out of their way to do it? I get and I understand the misinformation portion of it, right? You can't go out there and spread misinformation about blase, blase, blase. But we're not talking about, thank you, Shatira. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But if we're sitting here and we're saying, look, man, I have to wonder about this vaccine. I have to think about it. I like to talk to people about it, see what their feelings about it are, blase, blase. I don't think there should be a problem. And so for me, it makes it more suspicious that they are trying to push a propaganda of you can't talk negatively about this medicine. On top of that, them trying to over pander to black folks. And then they're trying to jam this vaccine down our throats. Well, why is it that important? which makes me harken back to the good old days of Tuskegee experiments, where we're being used as guinea pigs. You know what I mean? That the first people to get this vaccine, you are nothing more than a guinea pig. And I don't like that feeling. So because I don't like that feeling, you can't force me to take this vaccine. You know what I mean? The vaccine is the government, and I don't trust the government, right? Good evening, Kenny TV. What's up with it? You know what I mean? So I want people to understand that, we're not telling you, as me and Rob are not saying, hey, don't take the vaccine. That's not what we're saying. We're saying make your own choice, make your own choices, and think about it. And if you feel that it's the right thing to do for you, Matt, go get it. Handle your business. More power to you. Tell me how it go, right? But for right now, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait. Because I'm staying in the house. I stay locked in as much as possible. If I do go out, I always wear a mask. I wash my hands. I do all that shit, right? So that's just me. How long did it take America to make this vaccine? 2 months? Nah, it took about a year to make. And it probably took a little bit longer than a year, to become completely honest, because if you think that America wasn't looking for a vaccine before it ever came to our shores, then one or two things are correct. Either you're right and the government really is just not prepared, or B, I'm right. They knew about it. They were going out looking for a vaccine, and this is the best vaccine that they can come up with thus far. You know what I mean? Chilling, probably going to bed soon. That's right. I feel you. I ain't mad at that shit. So all I'm saying is make sure that you understand, what's going on. Make sure you get that, you make the decisions, and the decision is important to you and your family. And you got to make sure you're making the right, choice. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And I think that was all Rob would be saying too. You know what I mean? If he was here. So, that's what that is. And, with that being said, you know what I mean? Black Light Revelations. Hey, okay. Hey, she. Okay, there you go. And so with that being said, I kind of want to talk about the stimulus. The stimulus. Okay. And I want you to understand real quick. It's my birthday. Go give me a stimulus in my Cash App. $ reality check VR2. You guys already know what it is. But okay. I'm going to keep on fucking promoting that shit too. Did you see the video of Tiffany Dover? I haven't seen the video of Tiffany Dover. Should I watch the video of Tiffany Dover or what? What is this video of Tiffany Dover? What is that shit about? I don't know who this broad is. Let me see. Now I'm looking it over. Tiffany Dover. Okay, so she's dead. Hold on. Oh, okay. The chick who passed out about 10 minutes or so after she took the vaccine, supposedly. That's the one you talking about? Okay, yeah, I know. I know who that chick is. I just didn't know her name. But what about her? Don't say she's dead, because she ain't dead. That's a false story. That's been fact checked. Allegedly, right? Allegedly, she's not dead. Allegedly. I don't know. We'll see. But she's not dead, if that's what you're implying. You know what I mean? But this does... Yeah, the nurse. Yeah. She passed out, but she said that she had pre-existing conditions. And she had all these other fucking things. But it was pre-existing. She had pre-existing symptoms where she might have had an allergic reaction to the vaccine, and that's why she passed out. So, because there are going to be a few people that are allergic to this vaccine and they're not going to be able to take the vaccine. You know what I mean? So, that kind of makes me wonder. Thank you for the One Love award. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. So yeah, we were talking about this shit yesterday, and this kind of bleeds into, was it yesterday? The day before yesterday. Let me see. And the black nurse that got Bell's palsy. I heard about that one. Right. Have a great night. Happy birthday. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it. I heard about that one too. And that's a very interesting thing. There's actually been more people than just her that got Bell's palsy. There's actually been quite a few people. That's actually one of the possible side effects if you read all of it. You know what I mean? So they said it's a very small number. So I don't know. But it is what it is, right? And that's why another reason why I'm not going to just take the drug. They have unknown effects on people. I want to see what kind of effects that these drugs have on people before I start taking a drug. That's just me. You know what I mean? But we were talking about yesterday a nurse, okay? And I was going to talk about the stimulus one, but I want to talk about the nurse real quick. Yesterday we were talking about how black women are treated in these hospitals. That's another reason why we have to really pay attention. I was pointing out yesterday that it's 4 times more likely for a black woman to die during pregnancy at a hospital than it is for a white woman. Okay, which is really high. That's a really high rate. You know what I mean? And so, and then there's the nurse who did a video and was talking about how she was being treated and all this other stuff, and how they were just not taking her concerns into like to be mean anything. She was a nurse, she was a doctor herself, and she kept on telling them, and even as a black woman doctor, she couldn't get the proper treatment even after she knew exactly what they should have been doing. So that kind of goes into, again, why black folks is kind of like, why are we going to pay attention to what any of these people have to say? They don't fucking help us stay alive when we're, in the hospital. You know what I mean? They don't care. So this is just how black folks is. So that's kind of what it is at this point. And so you got to kind of pay attention to that. Pay attention to all of it, because at the end of the day, if they're killing black men on the streets, and just in case you guys don't know, I'm talking about this woman. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see. There it is. And then we go right here. Then we go right there. Then we go right there. All right. So, oops. No, do that. And then we do that. This is the woman I'm talking about. She did a video. If you haven't seen the video, go check out the video, man. It's about, I think it's something like 5-10 minutes. I don't know, something like that. The whole video. And she just tells about how she's being treated like trash. And you got to pay attention to that. It's real, real serious, man. It's not a game. So be careful.
What's crazy though is that before they started treating people like trash about COVID, you know what I'm saying? They was treating people like trash about sickle cell. You know what I mean? Like they don't. If you are black and you go to the hospital and you have an issue, if you have pain, if you have anything, they don't treat you the same.
Right.
And it is what it is, I guess, in the American healthcare system. But then they sit there and say that none of that happens, none of that exists. Oh, we treat everybody equal. Well, no, you don't.
Right. Well, this video right here that I showed yesterday, it actually talked about it, and the last study that they did, they said that like 16 to 1, some shit. It was a high number of people complain about not only their doctors, complain about the service, are treated with not as much pain medicine as white folks. They don't get pain medicine if they need it, like white folks. Like they'll give white folks, Norcos and shit like that, and oxys and all that shit, right?
They give you Tylenol,
Right, give us
ibuprofen.
Tylenol and ibuprofen, and not even like, and they'll give you like 400 ibuprofen 400s too. They don't even get maybe 600s if you're lucky, right? Because they think that you're gonna be an ibuprofen fucking junkie and shit. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. This is like no bullshit. And then they try to say, well, it's for your health. You know what I mean? Can't give you too high ibuprofens because it's bad for your liver and all this other shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess, if you say so. So
Right. Well, it's actually not. It's actually not if they say so. And actually, you know what I'm saying? That's pseudoscience. To be honest, you know what I mean? That's pilgrim pseudoscience. You know what I mean? Because actually, when it comes down to it, there's different GFRs for black people versus white people, and we can take Tylenol, we can take ibuprofen, we can take Norco, and we can take everything else. Actually, what happens is that when it comes down to dealing with quote drugs or drug addictions, we've been systematically treated different. You know what I'm saying? If we have a drug addiction issue, which our drug addiction issue is usually happens to deal with crack or cocaine, we get 25 to life in jail. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to other kinds of drug addictions, there's therapy, there's rehabilitation and all of that kind of stuff. The crack epidemic and the opiate epidemic have been treated starkly different in the United States. But if you talk about it, it's pseudoscience, or you're being a liberal, or you're being a Marxist. Like, people just don't have a maturity level to actually talk about these kind of things in the kind of comparisons and comparing this data in the way that it needs to be compared. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so here's the new fear tactic. I'm gonna actually show this shit right now. Watch this. This is the new fear attack, everyone. I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is funny shit about a lot of shit that I put on there. Right there. There's a story. Can you read that?
The pandemic has not caused a super gonorrhea outbreak, but experts say that it could. They say anything, bro. They say anything.
This is the fear tactic right here. But hey, look, check this out though. This super gonorrhea is real though. Okay. So if you don't know about super gonorrhea, you better do some research. Okay. Like real shit. She said she's a doctor. She was in extreme pain and they refused her any treatment. And if this is happening here to a doctor, imagine all other black folks. They just killing. Opioids aren't even a big thing in the black community. Opioids are mostly us white folks. That's true.
See, that's what I was just touching on and what I just said, which is why you see, you know what I'm saying, like black people locked up for crack. As a matter of fact, it was a dude that literally just got out of jail because he got 25 years for having a dime bag of weed on him. I'm gonna see, while you talking about this, bro, I'm gonna try to see if I can find that article.
All right, so yeah, and she's has super gonorrhea. That's what it's called. And I think in this article they have the description of it too. Super gonorrhea began trending on Twitter over the weekend after a World Health Organization representative told The Sun that STI may be becoming more resistant to antibiotics, i.e. super gonorrhea. The pandemic has not created a super strain of gonorrhea, nor do we have evidence of rising cases yet. Okay, and so, but experts told the Insider the overprescription of antibiotics, either in attempts to treat COVID-19 or to treat related infections, could be making STI more resistant to treatment. So they're not only are they saying that with the it's losing the medicines that we have to knock gonorrhea out the park, right? Is becoming weak, and sometimes it doesn't work, right? And that because it's it's evolving. Aha, evolving. Aha. Hey, how did the Jews do that? Ha ha. Aha. Okay, evolution. Ha ha. Okay, but don't ever come in here and talk about evolution ain't real, bitch. All right? Don't ever do that. I swear to God. Right? So, ha ha. Get on that shit all night now. All right. But, okay. But super gonorrhea is not more severe or transmittable than gonorrhea, but has fewer treatment options. I.e., ain't no cure. You'll be walking around with gonorrhea for the rest of your life because you don't got the regular gonorrhea. You got super gonorrhea. Dun 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 dun. Evolution, bitch. Ha ha.
That part.
That part, my dude. So here's the new. This is what it is. Okay. They also said that they have a new AIDS out there too. So
I'm sure. And you know what's crazy? It's funny that you mentioned that because the COVID vaccine actually makes you more susceptible to it.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. They're saying that. It not only does it make it's well, see right here it says the super gonorrhea is not more severe or more transmissible, right, than gonorrhea, but it has fewer treatments. But see, here's the thing. They are afraid that this vaccine that they're getting for COVID-19 might be helping gonorrhea build a new variant where it won't be curable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Super Saiyan gonorrhea. Okay. Whatever happened to the super lice outbreak from the beginning of the pandemic? Yeah, I don't know about the super lice. I heard about it, but I don't, Have you heard about that?
I never heard about that, bro. I
No?
never heard about that. But check this out, though, real quick. This right here is an example of exactly what we were talking about. A homeless man sentenced to life in prison for $20 marijuana sale is freed after 12 years. So this dude did 12 years in jail for a $20 marijuana sale. In 2008, Fate Winslow was approached by a plainclothes undercover police officer in Shreveport, Louisiana, looking for some marijuana. Winslow, recently homeless at the time, borrowed a friend's bike and came back 10 minutes later with 2 small bags of marijuana worth $20, according to the Innocence Project New Orleans, who represented Winslow. The officer arrested Winslow, and because Winslow had 3 prior crimes, a burglary of a business when he was 17 in 1985, a car burglary in 1995, and possession of cocaine when he was 36, the $20 sale landed Winslow a life sentence, according to IPNO. On Wednesday, Winslow walked free after his case was resentenced for 12 years with credit for time he already served. His case highlights the issues within the criminal justice system, IPNO said in a statement. There are hundreds of individuals serving life sentences for nonviolent crimes in Louisiana, in the whole United States, said G. Park, Winslow's attorney and the executive director of IPNO. Instead of throwing the book at Mr. Winslow and sentencing him to life imprisonment just because we could does not mean that was constitutional, legal, and humane. He received an obscenely excessive sentence given his life circumstance and crime, and today we are correcting that unconstitutional, inhumane sentence. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is. A cheerleader's vulgar message. See, I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Go ahead, bro. I'm about to get this off the screen right now.
No, I was looking for something. I want you to keep talking about that shit for a second because I'm actually looking for a couple things real quick.
All right, for sure. Well, that, in my opinion, was insane, and it's not really outside of the realm of believability when it comes to the United States, because the United States is always doing stuff like that. And I'm gonna give you another example of it right here. So that is that, right? So
Mm.
I'm gonna show you guys another one. This is a homeless guy who was let me see. Let me see. A homeless man was sentenced for to life. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Michigan man seeks release after 25 years into a 60-year sentence. So this guy that we just talked about, he was in New Orleans. This guy here, he was in Michigan. All right. So that's this one here.
Hmm.
See that? A homeless man is sentenced to life in prison. He was sentenced to life in prison for a $20 marijuana sale, and he was freed after 12 years. Like it just it never stops with this nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, there's gonna be five, but nobody has a P. Nobody in here needs a PPP loan, so never mind. I was gonna
Yeah.
actually post that shit.
I lost my connection, bro. My bad. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, don't trip, don't trip. Um, let me see. All right, I think I found it. I think I found it. COVID clot prevention evidence beginning to. Wait a minute. I want to see now. They're trying to. Okay, so randomized prophylactis trials have struggled, but some are now initial readouts. So they're trying to say that the COVID med might actually prevent blood clots.
Prophylactics for what? COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Check this out though. I got this right here up on the screen. Michigan man seeks 25 years into 60-year sentence for selling pot. So this is another one. That guy that we just talked about, the dude named Fate Winslow, he was in Louisiana. This dude here is in Michigan. So this is something that they do all the time. A Michigan man sentenced to up to 60 years in prison in 1996 for marijuana dealing conviction is hoping to cut his remaining time behind bars. Michael Thompson. So remember that last guy we talked about, his name was Fate Winslow. This dude is Michael Thompson, 68, of Flint, Michigan, has served nearly 25 years of his sentence and won't have a chance for parole until he's in his late 80s. So he's got at the least 12 years, before he can get parole. Thompson was denied clemency by then Governor Rick Snyder 2 years ago, but now a movement called Free Michael Thompson has gained traction. It includes a website dedicated to sending emails and letters, as well as making calls to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. I can't die in here, Thompson said in a phone interview from Muskingum Correctional Facility with WNEM in Flint for what? Some marijuana and some guns in a locked closet. Investigator says Michael sold 3 pounds of marijuana to an undercover. So again, we dealing with entrapment, undercover informant in Michigan, where the drug has now been legalized for recreational use. What do you think about that?
Right. Well, they should be fucking releasing anybody if we're legalizing it for recreational use. At the end of the day, they schedule. We got to understand. You know the war on drugs was a war on black people. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
So we can't really be surprised about all this shit at all because I've told this to people a lot of times. 66% of all exonerees, all people who get out of jail for being overcharged. 66% of all of them found to be not guilty in rapes, murders, and a whole bunch of other shit, over sentenced and a whole lot of other shit. Guess what? They're all black.
Right. Now my question is those people that
66% of them are black. I'm sorry, I should say that.
those people that care so much about the violent crime statistics, those people that care so much about Chicago, where they at on shit like this, the non-violent crimes, that people are locked up for. Where y'all at speaking out about this?
Oh, well, they don't give a shit. It's just a talking point to them.
Boom. Exactly.
That's
Everything
all.
is a talking point.
It's just a talking point to them. At the end of the day, we all know. We know what it is as black folks. We deal with it on a constant basis. And I don't think anybody will ever understand that until they're actually put in that situation. And right now, white folks ain't set up in a position to be put in that position. You see what I'm saying? And
but they ready to tear the country up over the election.
right. And that's the but the thing, that's their privilege, where they don't have to think about this stuff. This is the things that they don't see as privilege, right? This is clear white privilege. When you don't have to worry about that type shit, being overcharged, over convicted, doing more time than you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? When they know they don't have to, when they know they don't have to worry about that type of shit, they don't. Right? That's the privilege. We have to worry about that shit. On the other hand, us, we've had that, and it's still going on, because I'm going to show you how it's literally still going on. Watch this. I'm actually going to show you. Hold on, real quick. Here it is, right there. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. And I want y'all to, here, I'm going to actually scroll this down a little bit. Put that up real quick. All right. I don't know how many people even know who this is. These two people. That one is Lori Lofton. This woman right here is Lori Lofton. Lori Lofton. She was Uncle Jesse's wife in Full House. Okay. This is the type of shit that we're dealing with. Okay. She got 5. So check this out. Laughlin she served 60 days for paying $500,000 to bribe her children into USC. 60 days. Now check this out. Tanya McDowell, okay, she got 5 years in jail for sending her son to school in Norwalk, Connecticut, that's Connecticut, that's Connecticut. CT, right? That's Connecticut, right? I'm not tripping. I can't remember. I think it's Norwalk, Kentucky, Connecticut. I think that's what it is. All right. While she lived in Bridgeport, she was homeless. She was convicted of stealing an education. So this is what we deal with. You see what I'm saying? This black woman, she was homeless, and she was using an address number of, I think, one of her family members or a friend, or making up an address, some shit like that, real petty shit, to make sure her son went to a decent school, even though she was homeless. Trying to make sure.
Educating black children is something that's been looked down on in the United States since the 1800s.
No, absolutely. You know what I mean? But this is the type of bullshit we're talking about. This is the type of injustices. This black woman is going to end up spending 5 years. I think she got something like 2 or 3 more years left in her sentence. But this other white woman right here, she went to jail for 5 months. It was a very minimum security prison for women. It was not a regular prison. You know what I mean? And she was in there, but what? 60 days. 60 days. Right? And that's just what it is. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. And this is the type of shit I think, Black Light was just talking about.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, bro.
We must stop criminalizing addiction. Well, I don't think she was a crack addict, though. She gave them a different address so her child could attend a decent school, and it was something so stupid to arrest her on. It was. It was absolutely stupid to fucking arrest her on this type shit. So, All right. So that's another example. That's what it is, right there in your face. And you can't sit here and say, oh, you're just making that up. Or you can make a lot of excuses, but those excuses don't really mean shit.
Right. It's just too many cases of the same thing for people to continue to say that, oh, well, you're just making this up. You're just making this up. I mean, I literally had two almost identical accounts of someone locked up for nonviolent marijuana offenses who almost got 25 to life. How do you explain that?
Oh, there it is. I'm not mad at that. So, so I think I'm not sure what happened. I'm actually, and excuse me, I need to do this. The thing is there is. So this is the new story out right here, and I want people to pay attention to that shit. And I don't mean to segue off anything else. I just think we've made the point pretty clear that there's clear injustice in the black community judicially, and nobody tends to pay attention to the injustices, and they want to act like those are outliers to their bullshit statistics that they come up with whenever they try to act like we're terrible.
Well, it's pseudoscience, liberalism, and Marxism. You got to use the same dog whistles they use.
Well, I don't call it liberalism. I don't know.
I don't call it that neither. I don't call it none of that shit.
Why would that be called liberalism?
See, because in the United States, anytime you advocate for anything correct or anything that is a repair for anything that's done to a minority, it's liberalism. That's the popular school of thought nowadays, which is sad because it's not true. It's fake. It's pseudoscience. But it is.
Liberals are just as much a piece of shit as every other group.
I totally agree, but the people at large like to put that shit all together.
See,
and I don't agree with that. I'm right there with you, bro. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, that shit is weird. You know what I mean? But yes, that shit is weird. But anyway, this is the next thing I'll kind of quickly talk about real quick. Keep you updated, because every single day, this is like As the World Turns. Is that the name of that soap opera back in the day?
As the World Turns,
right? Isn't that what they call it? As the World Turns, right?
I think that was it.
I think that was it too. I think I'm just gonna fucking take the win on that one. Okay. So fucking the House votes to increase the stimulus checks to $2,000, override Trump veto of defense bill. How does one spot a liberal? I don't know. Tell me, Mark. Tell me, how does one spot a liberal? Is that a joke? I don't know if that's a setup to a joke or something. I don't know. That's such an odd question. How do you spot a liberal? I don't know. Fucking find a hippie. I don't fucking know, dude.
Right.
Most hippies are liberals. Where oh shit, that's funny. I ain't no leftist and I wear a mask though, so that's only so funny, right?
Well, I call COVID-19 Negro side. You know what I'm saying? Like that, how they got insecticide, like it's Negro side. So all you gotta do is just basically breathe on niggas. We drop dead like flies according to the stats. And that's COVID-19, so whatever.
Wow, Negro side. Wow.
Negro side.
Wow, those are fucking fighting words right there, bro.
Black off spray.
Right, those are definitely fighting words, bro. Like, think about that shit for a second. If you heard a conversation of some white people talking about, this COVID-19 is a godsend, and we can pour our Negro side all over these fucking weeds out here. Right?
That's exactly what it is.
That just sounds fucked up. Right?
Bro, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the numbers all over the place. Now, the same places that report the crime rates report the COVID-19 statistics, but the crime rates are real and the COVID-19 statistics are not real, and we just gonna breathe all over everybody.
See, you know what I was told? Check this out. I was talking to this one dude one time on Periscope. No bullshit. He tried to pull the 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the crime, and I was like, yeah, you're wrong. And he was like, no, I'm not. That's right. I said, no, you're very wrong. And so, like, I went on the FBI.gov, and I went to table 43, right? And 43 gives you all the stats, right? And it breaks them all down per crime, right? And we went down the fucking crime list, and white folks committed more crime on every single thing except one category, and that's murder. Oh, murder and robbery.
That's pseudoscience. No way.
And he told me, he said all of those numbers were fake except for the murder statistics.
It's always fake. The
all
Gator
of it
baby.
Is fake. All of it is fake. For that one statistic, that was the dog whistle to all the white people. That statistic. Yeah, you're 13% of the fucking population, and you commit 50% of the murders.
Yeah, it's all fake. It's all fake.
Everything else is fake, though. We did not molest kids, right? We don't rape our white women.
It's the truth. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
We don't do that. You're racist. That's usually how it goes.
That's how it goes, man. That's what it is.
Right. So that's what's so funny. I read them all the rest of the stats, all the way down from assault to burglary to like rape, molestation. I read all of them, every single category, and white people led in every single category. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, how about clean up your own fucking backyard before you talk about mine? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, clean up.
Like,
your
they
own
give a
backyard.
shit anyway.
Right? They don't care about their backyard. They just want to bitch at mine.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So yeah, that shit is funny to me. I find that shit hilarious, bro.
It's funny to me too. Anytime it's just funny. It's all pseudoscience, everything.
Pseudoscience.
It's so funny.
Pseudoscience.
Look, she said, I'm gonna investigate this Negro side further. White people do get really close to you. Yeah, man, they get real close to you. Like, I was at the airport today, man, and like all these motherfuckers kept just like swarming around me and shit. Like, you think you're gonna kill me with that gas cloud? Nah, nigga. Like, I've been around. My immune system is strong through this entire thing. Like, I'm not dropping dead from no COVID, but go ahead and keep breathing them pig pen clouds on me if you want to.
Man,
this shit ain't gonna work.
Fuck that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is weird shit. This is a weird shit. Yeah, fake facts, fake stats to justify their bigotry. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. So it's like they want to justify and be like, you guys are so violent. It's like, yeah, man, I'm not really sure you want to talk. Dude, what are you talking about? You guys kill so many people per year. Look, bro, I can kill fucking 10 times the amount of people we kill right now for the next 100 years and still not catch up to you white people on your body count. That's real shit. That's actually been tested. Like, there was some guys that did this and they showed the math and everything. Black folks would have to kill 10 times the more amount of people that we kill right now for the next 100 years, and white people to absolutely stop killing 100% in order for us to catch up with them.
I'll tell you what. Here goes my question, bro. You know how like if you give somebody HIV purposely, you can get in trouble for murder.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that they haven't like started doing that with COVID-19? If you don't follow the
Why
restrictions
are
for
you giving these?
COVID-19,
You know they listen to me, right? Do you know I am too pro-black for these niggas not to be listening to me. And here you are giving them a whole bunch of new ideas. Nigga, you are a dry snitch.
no, bro. I'm saying I always wear my mask. You always wear your mask. Every time I see you in the public, you wear your mask. But guess who doesn't? And guess who be dropping? Guess who dying at 116 per 100,000? It ain't the people that don't wear the masks. It's the ones that do.
I mean, look, I'd have to go over that myself with those numbers to check it, to totally double down and verify it. I'd have to do that shit myself. Don't think I won't.
I'm about to put them bad boys up right now. Give me 2 seconds.
He said, I'm about to pull that shit up now, nigga. Let's do some math. Let's do some. See, nigga, it's my birthday, bro. I'm not supposed to be doing homework while I'm, doing a show, bro. The fuck, bro?
It's all good. Look, I got you.
This nigga's like, oh, don't worry about it. This is only gonna take a second. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you real quick.
Oh,
wow.
Look. Hold on, check this out right here.
Niggas trying to take me to school on my birthday. You Negroes. Tap on the yeah, there you go.
Here we go. So look at this.
And make it a little bit smaller if you wait, no, that's right. Okay.
Look at them numbers.
Death per 100,000 people by race and ethnicity, Black or African American.
And we are at 128.
Oh, wow.
Far ahead with 20 ahead of American Indian or Alaska Native. 98 is Hispanic or Latino, and white is 76. Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander is 74. But other is 65.
Here's
56.
The thing, though. You can actually explain this off with legitimate science. And at first I was looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, right? But actually, this can actually be explained, to be completely honest. The native indigenous one would be a little bit harder to explain, but everybody else, I can lightweight explain it all off, to be completely honest. Like scientifically, yeah. There's a reason why those numbers are those numbers. You know what I mean? Keep them up.
Oh, you want me to put it back up?
Yeah, keep them up. We'll talk about it for a second.
All right, hold on real quick.
Because you got to understand, when you look at these numbers, you got to actually take into account a lot of things, right? So the way we can account for almost double the number of Black cases than Mexican or even white cases, you can do that by doing this. Black folks live in closer spaces.
Absolutely.
In the hood,
cities, in the metropolitan areas,
the metropolitan, the hood, the projects. You know what I mean? Like, we live right, literally on top of each other and next to each other. We're around each other. You know what I mean? So that actually makes total sense why that would be on our side, right? Then you have Hispanics. Hispanics live like us, but technically their economic footprint is better than ours, and their neighborhoods tend to be a little bit better than ours also, because they got to forego the ghetto and they went straight into damn near the upper lower class, maybe lower middle class, right? And so what they would do is they get in these slightly nicer places, but you're more spaced out in a lot of cases. So it's not going to be as significant as whites, because for the most part, Latinos and Black folks, we live in pretty close proximity. You see what I'm saying? So those higher numbers actually do make a little sense. Then you have less proximity when you're talking about white folks. Now, we're not and I bet if you broke down this and you actually looked through this and you looked at where the highest cases for white people were, I'd bet you that they're in low income areas and within close, close like spaces. I'm willing to bet it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. But this is one of the things that they want to use to try to justify pushing that vaccine on us.
Right. And what's up, Twan? How you doing, brother? How you doing? And you're right. And you're absolutely right. They shouldn't be pushing it on us. They should be pushing on everyone.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? They keep on acting like they're just really concerned because they understand our history with America and medicines. We understand, but we really need you to start taking these medicines. You see what I'm saying? And so it's kind of a toss-up. And this is why, as long as you keep on trying to push it on me, I'm going to be less likely to try it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They pandering a little bit too much because they don't care about nothing else. They don't care about economics. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about land ownership. They don't care about real estate. They don't care about nothing else. But you want to make sure that we get this COVID shot. Nah, y'all can go fuck yourselves with that bullshit.
Right. Because see, the thing is the harder you push this on me, the less likely I'm going to take it. And that means even if I get sick to the point where I have to go to the hospital and you say, I'm going to give you the COVID vaccine, I say no.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. That's how hard you're pushing it. Like, if I was sick and they said, you have COVID, we're going to give you the shot. Had they not have been pushing this so hard on black folks, I probably would have just said, you know what? Fuck it. Since I got it, right? Might as well. Right?
Right. But they pushed it a little bit too hard.
Yeah, but they pushed way too hard. Right? I wasn't going to walk in for a vaccine at no time. But had I have gotten sick and, they said, you have COVID and we're going to give you the vaccine. And I would say no right now because you're pushing it too hard. You're pushing it way too hard for me. I don't know about if that's just me, but no, you're pushing it way too hard. Stop pushing it on me. When you're done pushing it on me, maybe I'll think about it. Until then, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take the bumpy ride with COVID. You know what I mean? See where that shit land me.
Yep.
And so that's just me, bro. I just don't trust these motherfuckers. But
not at all.
It's because they keep on pushing, and that's why I don't trust them the most.
Yeah, I don't trust them at all because of past history and because they've been just trying to push. They pushing and pushing and pushing, and you know what I mean? Like, what are y'all pushing for?
Right. Right. Absolutely. All right. So, okay, so we got that taken care of. I don't think anybody is going to argue with us on this one.
Nah, I mean, how can they? We got the data up. I mean, what is there to argue about? You know what I mean?
No, I get that shit. Definitely get that shit. Well, then let's talk about this Wall Street Journal article that I got here. It's a very interesting article. It's the House to vote. House votes to increase stimulus checks to $2,000, override Trump's veto of the defense bill. Defense measures now goes to the Senate and is poised to be the first bill to become law over Trump's objections. Okay, and the House on Monday voted to override President Trump's veto of a $740.5 billion defense policy bill, sending the bill to the Senate and putting it on track to be the first legislation to become law over Mr. Trump's objections. Mr. Trump has rejected the bipartisan National Defense Authorization Act over provisions that remove base names honoring Confederate officers and set troop levels abroad, as well as the legislation's lack of language revoking internet platforms' broad immunity for the content they publish from users on their sites. Okay. This kind of, it goes a little bit deeper. Let me see. The override vote which required a 2/3 supermajority, was 322 to 87, with the majority of the Republicans joining most Democrats and breaking with the president. The GOP-controlled Senate is expected to consider the bill as soon as Wednesday. The White House didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. The annual defense bill sets, read the whole story. Oh shit, I don't have my fucking Wall Street Journal fucking account no more. I just ended it. Damn. But this is the article. You can actually go watch this article. I mean, you can actually go read this article if you've never joined the Wall Street Journal. I was subscribed to them, so they know all my information. So, you know, I'm limited now. All right, but you can go watch, read this article. It's really interesting. And I want to play this. Well, actually, what is this put under? This is under. Okay, this is under. Stop presenting. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play this video real quick. I think it's the right video. If it's the wrong video, I'll change the video. Don't you? You know what I mean? There, right there, and then right there. Boop, 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 all right. Let me. Point being, dude, shut the fuck up. I didn't even realize you was talking, dummy. All right. Let me see. All right. Do. Here, let's play this shit right here. Oops. It's cookie shit. Says America's face.
But I'll do whatever I have to do.
Again, you guys see the title. Tell me if you can't read it.
Do to survive.
December's the first month where I've got that kind of nasty feeling inside.
There's a lot of fear and a lot of insecurity out there.
These are residents of Mount Airy, a historic neighborhood in northwest Philadelphia that's home to 30,000 people of all walks of life. The community's economic and racial diversity offer a glimpse into what Americans across the country are going through 9 months into the coronavirus pandemic. Residents here have lost their jobs. Dozens of businesses have scaled back hours or employees. And the city, like many others, recently put in place new restrictions.
My COVID anxiety level actually it's pretty high. And I mean, I'm very hopeful we're going to have a vaccine, but I'm very concerned about, long-term economic impacts.
I traveled to this tight-knit community to speak to residents who are struggling with different hardships brought on by the same virus, to understand how they're navigating a new financial reality as they're forced to cope with the uncertainty that lies ahead.
Oh, dear Lord, you know time is getting hard.
Chris Marcial is a jazz.
Is it me, or do white people sing weird? Is it just me? Is that just me? I'm sorry, that was rude. I shouldn't have asked that shit. I'm just like, look, I just heard him, and I'm just kind of like, that doesn't sound like, black people singing. So, is it just me? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it is just me. Okay. I apologize. My bad, white people. I guess I'm tripping.
Jazz musician. In a good month, he'd typically earn $3,000 or $4,000 playing in restaurants and bars and teaching piano lessons on the side.
Check 1, 2.
But this year, his income, along with the entire live music industry, has been crushed by the pandemic.
All my money's gone.
I'm good until the end of the month at this point, and just float.
And all
Did this motherfucker make up? Did this motherfucker make up? Oh, my money's gone song? This is really
I'm stopping that shit, right? You knew I was stopping that, right? What? I'm sorry. Let's play that back again. Shall we?
Floating by.
And then what?
I don't know. That's the challenge,
Oops.
I guess. That's the unknown factor.
You didn't have a traditional job in the sense that you couldn't get laid off. or paid
It's gone.
Oh,
I'm good until
stars and teaching piano on the side. But this year, his income, along with the entire live music industry, has been crushed by the pandemic.
All my money's gone.
And
I'm
all
good until
my
the end of the month.
money's gone. This is white people blues, people. This is the beginning of something right here. This is the blues for white people. And all my money's gone. How many times have black folks sang song about how we don't have no damn money?
Wait a minute. When we calculate it, it's our fault and the pseudoscience. It's pseudo math. It's pseudo finance. It's pseudo real estate. We got to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. We're wrong. We're wrong, Izzy. We're wrong.
And you singing the #1 hit song of white people, and now my money's gone. All right, you keep on singing that song because niggas been knowing how to live broke for a long time. Okay, we are thriving right now. Black folks are thriving. All right, hold on.
At this point, just floating by.
And then what?
I don't know. That's the challenge, I guess. That's the unknown factor.
You didn't have a traditional job in the sense that you couldn't get laid off or paid severance.
And that's something that's been a big problem because, booking myself, we all look months in advance. Normally right now I'm looking at June and July. Where am I working? I did my job security now, so I'm comfortable with bills and stuff then.
Now, how's your gig booking going?
It's not. With the way restrictions are coming and going, I'm finding out 2 days beforehand, oh, by the way, you're not working Thursday.
Like many Pennsylvanians, Chris collected an additional $600 a week in unemployment benefits through the federal Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. But those checks stopped in July. Even though he believes he's eligible.
That's socialism, nigga. White people socialism. Socialism. There it is right there. Y'all don't have a problem with socialism when it helps you.
That part. That part.
Right? Socialism ain't that bad now, huh, motherfuckers?
Motherfuckers is begging for it.
Right? And look, I'm making a joke of this, but I'm dead serious. Because when you understand the welfare system, right? Welfare started way back in 1917, 1919, right? That's somewhere around there. They don't know the exact date, right? But official federal welfare started in 1936, 1946, 1 and 2, can't remember. Okay?
All I know is I haven't gotten one COVID handout.
Look, bro, you know what I mean? I get to lie this year. I've been injured all year, so I actually qualify now. Whoop whoop! But the time that I actually qualify, I ain't getting shit.
You need to come out with the new song. All my money's here. And
right. All my money's here. Okay. Listen, because look, at the end of the day, bro, you know what I mean? Like, this is the first time I'm picking one up, right? The last one I didn't get. I got a loan. I went out and got a loan. And then I went out and got another loan. Then I went out and got another loan. I can't keep on getting I can't go on and not get, like all this shit, because this is tough right now, bro. You make too much money, you don't get it. I had to get loans. But now right. I qualify for that shit.
Right.
Whoop whoop, bitch. Give me my money. Okay. So
she said, shit, I got my COVID handout.
Right.
I ain't mad at you.
Get your bag. Okay. Get your bag. All right. Because when I get my check, because I know I'm gonna get a check. When I get my check, I'm investing in 2 businesses.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? I'm taking all that money and investing in 2 businesses. I've already invested in 1 business, which if
I was getting a COVID check, I'm investing it right into my YouTube channel because Blacklight Revelations 2 is now monetized, which is why y'all need to take y'all asses over there. Go smash the like button on this live stream.
Oh, you're monetized already?
Yes, sir.
You know what? Fuck you.
Y'all got to go to Izzy's and get him monetized too. Get my man monetized.
No, that's all good because when Periscope is done, you know what I mean? People are leaving in droves. People don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter because I'm not in all that shit, you in. You know
Shit, nigga. I'm good. I'm that nigga. I'm doing my motherfucking content.
Look, I ain't mad at your content. I ain't mad at you. But you know me, bro. I don't get down with all that shit. Don't get me wrong. Like, I got opinions on it. But outside of that, bro, that's your area. You can have that one.
Yeah, dog.
That's a messy area, bro.
That's why I retired, nigga.
That's why
I'm doing this shit.
Well, I'm gonna stay in my lane, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring, news and stories and give people understanding in a different perspective than they would usually hear it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
That's all, and that's all I'm doing. So that's the key right there. So let's finish this video. We got on a tangent.
Additionally,
all that video's gone
online. The Pennsylvania Department of Labor said that it can't comment on individual cases, but that it notifies people when the status of their claims change and when payments are stopped or held for various reasons. Now that his savings have dwindled, Chris is worried he won't have enough to pay the mortgage for the new house he bought at the beginning of the year.
Just looking at the bank account and realizing, all right, when I pay A, B, and C, I got X left over. That's gotta be it. There's no known income for right now, and what few things I do have in the works before the end of the month, I can't guarantee they're going to happen.
And now
Chris stopped paying liability insurance earlier this year, and he says he uses small hacks to save money, like getting groceries from a local nonprofit that distributes produce. He hopes to receive more stimulus money and that a vaccine can help the restaurant and entertainment industries make a comeback. Yet his anxiety continues to grow. Can you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
I want to. I do want to, because that's who I am as a person, but it's that I feel like it's getting farther away.
Chris gets his inexpensive produce from Jessica Wrights.
And I want y'all to pay attention. This is going on to white people. Imagine what this shit is doing to black folks and other groups and shit. Think about this shit. This is going on with white people. And white people have more money, make more money per year, like up to something like 10 times more money per year than white.
One of the only racial groups that has a positive wealth gap.
That's what I'm talking about. So if this is happening to white people, imagine what it's doing to black folks and shit. And then
that shit don't matter. And nobody care about that.
Well, no, of course nobody does, but because that's why they gave us $600. I don't care. They don't give two shits. What the fuck is nigga? I can spend $600 in 20 minutes. Like, less than 20 minutes, to be honest.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can get on Amazon right now and spend $600 in 3 minutes.
Yep.
Wouldn't be hard. Wouldn't be hard at all. You know what I mean? I can go on motherfucking, Injured Gadgets, nigga, and spend this shit in less than fucking 3 minutes, bro. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. That's why you got to invest in yourself. That's why you got to make sure you're doing everything you possibly can. Like me, I learned how to fix iPhones. You see what I'm saying? Like properly. You know what I mean? And the only thing I have to do now is I can get certified by Apple. Then I'll be able to get their products at a cheaper price.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's the whole point in what, and then I got two other things that I want to get into also. You know what I mean? So after I do those two, it's like you have to make sure you're using this money for what you can. I'm not sitting here, shit, I don't give a fuck. I'll keep on going in debt, bro. At the end of the day, I don't give two shits. I'll go in debt if to try to make more money in the long run. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just me. 600 ramen noodles. Now my cash is gone. Right? Exactly. Some ramen noodles. Now my cash is gone. That's actually a good line too. Huh?
Right.
So yeah, I invest my money. I don't give a shit. I invest in myself.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Let the piano man live. We letting them live. Let me finish this.
She and her husband are catering professionals who, like many Americans, chose to pivot after being laid off from their full-time jobs. What began as a mission to help their neighbors get produce at the beginning of the pandemic has turned into a full-blown nonprofit known as Mount Airy Groceries, which delivers low-cost and in most cases free boxes of food to people all over the city with the help of other organizations. Tell me about the need. What types of people are you serving?
There's a wide range of people that we serve. There are people that are newly food insecure because of COVID. There are people that are at home who are afraid to go to the grocery store because they're chronically ill. I will say that probably the largest population of people that we serve, however, are mothers at home with school-age children.
No black people though.
Right.
She didn't point that out. You know what I mean? So I pointed it out. I like what they call it now. Food insecurity. That means being broke, nigga. That means not having a full meal in the cupboard. Okay.
Is that what they calling it now?
They calling it food insecurity now.
Wow.
I think that's a very classy name. That's a classy name. Food insecurity, bro.
Wow.
Come on. You don't like that? I think that shit is slick as fuck, bro.
I think it's funny as fuck.
I think that's a fucking slick ass name. Food insecurity. It doesn't sound as bad as hungry, does it?
What that mean? Like if a whole bunch of people come in your house, you scared to open up your cabinets because ain't shit in there.
Food insecure means you can't secure a meal. That's what it means. It means you can't secure a meal. But bro, black folks ain't been able to secure a goddamn meal in 400 years. Like, think about this shit. This shit is crazy. When black folks is hungry and shit, and we ain't got no food, it's, they don't talk about it. White people start not being able to eat. All of a sudden, we're renaming. Yeah, it's not just being hungry. We're gonna rename it a sophisticated name to try to get as much money for it as possible. Food insecurity.
And anybody that says anything about it is a racist. If you don't agree with it being called a food insecurity, if you feel like like y'all got a fucking plus 3% wealth gap going all the way out to 2057, what's the problem with the food? You're racist for questioning that shit. You're racist.
You're racist.
Stop being racist.
You're racist. You're racist. So yeah, and it just keeps on going on about the plight of white people being hungry. Now we can wait for those pictures to come in where all the white people are sitting inside a trailer park, you know what I mean, in just underwear with a bloated ass stomach because they're hungry as shit.
But look at this though. Not one thing, not nothing in this shit about funeral costs for all the niggas that's dropping dead about this shit.
Yeah, they ain't been talking about that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of like I think it was something like either 95 or 2005 in Chicago, where they had a heat wave out there that was so bad it killed 769 people, and then nobody talked about it because it was mainly black folks.
Of course not. We don't count.
You know what I mean? So that shit is kind of crazy. All right. So that's that story. And they're basically trying to get more money, but this is all play. Do not think that you're going to get more money. Be happy with the $600 that you get. Put it in the right place. Invest it in the right place, because they're not going to come up with no more money. This is a power play by the Dems, if they go off and they try to override it and try to get more money, what ends up happening is that what ultimately happens is by the time they get to January 5th, they think that the money situation will be really bad for a lot of Americans. And they're going to keep on pounding in the fact that, look, the Republicans don't want to give you more money. We know you're starving, Dems. You know, the Democrats we know you're starving, but they don't want to give us more money. This is on them. You can blame them right before the voting, right on, and they're trying to bet on the idea that enough people from Atlanta will vote Democrat. That way, they'll have, the majority in the Senate and in the House. You see, and so once they have the power in the Senate and the House, they can get things passed a lot easier because they have an open road from the House to the Senate all the way to the president.
they could get in office and do a record setting amount of nothing for black people.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly what it'll be. But it'll be a lot towards Americans.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, this is a power play. They're not going to get you no $2,000 though. I just want to make sure everybody, and if they do, more power to them. Good shit. I'm not going to turn it down, but I would not count on that money. That's just
right.
me.
You better get your side hustle popping off.
Right. That's just me. So, that's what I wanted to say right there. You got anything you want to talk about?
Nah, man. I think we killed it, man. I think we wrapped it up. Anything that y'all who are in here right now want to hear us go over? What do you think, bro? I think we killed it.
I mean, I don't have a problem with tonight. Tonight was cool.
Yeah.
I might get back on and just kind of chill and chat and kick back, but I don't know if I'll be, anything else because it's my birthday. I'm probably just gonna chill.
Man, chill, kick it, enjoy that birthday.
And
get that Cash App filled, man. I gotta give my man something to drink.
Right, my Cash App is dry as fuck, bro. Like real shit. Like real shit. My shit is dry, my dude. Like you don't even feel me, bro. You know what I mean?
We can't have that.
Like, nigga, you know what I mean? It's ugly. You know what I mean? But it's okay because, at the end of the day, man, it's like, nigga, I'm gonna have a good birthday, no way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a good birthday, no way. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Now my money's gone. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Twan. I appreciate it. And now my money's gone.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I swear to God, somebody should thank you for the appreciate you award, bro. I think somebody should make a remix to that fucking one part of that fucking song, bro.
That's hilarious.
That would be so fucking funny. Paul said, Trumpers committing suicide. I will take your home. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
I'm lost.
Are you talking about black people, Paul?
I'm lost. Is he? Who's a Trumper? Man? Like who the fuck? That's where I'm at still.
That's how messed up the political system is, bro.
Who's a fucking Trumper? What up, Wig? How you doing?
Wig G in the house. What up, Wig?
Wig G, yo. And tell Chris I said thank you. I don't know if he checked my message, but tell him I said thank you for that in the message. Trump till I die. Ride or die Trumper. You know what I mean? The Nashville cat who gave away 2 houses. What Nashville cat? I'm lost because if you're talking about the dude that blew himself up, didn't know he gave away any houses. I didn't know he gave away. Who the fuck did he give away? Who did he give them away to? I'm lost. Who the fuck did he give away? You know what I mean? Who did? What's that about? Oh, you could take that down. I thought you was bouncing for a minute.
Oh,
he
good.
did. I didn't know that, man. I didn't know he gave away. Did you get one of them motherfuckers?
Right.
Did you get one of them?
Some random chick from what is that? Cali?
From Cali. The Muslim sex dolls are the best because they blow them. That was so wrong. Okay, that is so wrong. We do not endorse those kind of jokes in this room.
That's racist.
We do not endorse those kind of jokes in this room. Oh shit. We do not endorse that shit. Okay, I'm just trying to get free houses from some Trump supporters. I feel you, bro. My understanding is he gave them away, but the person gave them back to his mom.
That's a lot.
Okay, I get it. And
What'd you think about that whole situation? That bomb that blew up in what was it, Tennessee?
I knew it was a white dude. It's the only thing I knew about that shit. I was like, some white dude blew himself up. You know, funny. I mean, I feel like, I don't even know if they have a reason why, MO, why he did it.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what was the point?
I still don't know, bro. I haven't heard anything yet. They just said that he blew himself up. I don't know what the fuck his motive was. I'm actually interested. You know what I mean? White people are the She said white people are the bomb. I swear to God, she's terrible. She's terrible.
Horrible.
No, I swear to God, Wiggy. If you guys don't know Wiggy, Wiggy is my girl. She is by far the best troll on all of the internet. Okay. Every man here has tried to blow himself. She's a student.
Look at this. Look at this.
He is a horrible, right? He's a horrible terrorist. By far, he was definitely a horrible fucking terrorist. What is this?
Look at this. So this shit right here. Hold on real quick. Tennessee government bill Lee seeks federal support for Nashville in aftermath of Christmas Day explosion. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee is asking federal government to assist metropolitan Nashville in its response and recovery efforts following the intentional explosion yesterday in the downtown area that injured 3 people and damaged 41 buildings. So they want some emergency money. The Governor Lee's request asked the Federal Emergency Management Agency to provide assistance to metropolitan Nashville, Davidson County for debris removal and emergency protective measures through the public assistance program.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What was that name they asked? Who did they ask again?
Governor Bill Lee. He's the one that's asking for the federal funds.
From FEMA, right?
He's actually from Nashville, and
no, he's asking FEMA, right?
He's asking FEMA. Yeah, here go FEMA's public assistance program right here.
All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't know. He says Warner signed away his property on Baker. Hold on, real quick. let me see, on Baker Road in Antioch the day before the Thanksgiving to a woman in Los Angeles for $0. Property records of a quitclaim deed show. Before the explosion, he told a woman that he had cancer. He had cancer. Multiple senior law enforcement officials said Sunday it was unclear. Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, let me do this. Let me show. Oh, okay, there we go. Now I got it again. He said, official said on Sunday, it was unclear whether that was true, the official said, but Warner gave the woman his car. Officials did not identify the woman. An FBI spokesperson said agents are investigating all aspects of the case. Warner this month told Frederick and Clark Realty, where he had worked as a contractor, that he was retiring. Steve Frederick, the company's president and managing partner, said in a statement Monday. So he was feeling some sort of type of way because he retired.
That motherfucker just felt like blowing some shit up. He just said, fuck it, I'm finna blow this shit up.
Maybe it was an accident. Maybe he accidentally blew himself up. You know.
Oh, shit. I don't know. It's always interesting how they can't never find nobody, so don't nobody have to get sentenced behind that shit. But then they want to turn around and say this motherfucker blew himself up.
Right? He blows himself up. Right? Your bad luck, nigga. Shit. Like, what am I supposed to say? Sorry about your bad luck. Stop trying to blow shit up, white people. That's what happens when you play with bombs. You know what I mean?
This motherfucker drove and was like, all my money's gone.
And all my money's gone. I got $600 worth of ramen and zero money in my 401. Like, real shit. And now my money's gone.
Oh, shit.
Who knows? You know what I mean? If I'm going to kill myself, I want to do it better than that guy, but he's my inspiration. She's a fucking weirdo. He's my inspiration, though. I'm gonna do it way better than him. But you know what? He is my inspiration. Glorious suicide, right? Fucking weirdos.
That's hilarious.
Look, if they ever say that I committed suicide, I just want you guys to know I did not commit suicide. Okay.
That part, right.
You know what I mean? I want it stated on the record that, you know what I mean? I want to get bit by vampires so I can live forever. That's how much I love life.
Right.
Okay. I did not kill myself. Just it is what it is.
Just so we clear.
Just so we clear. If they say some nigga blew himself up after being angry at somebody and his name comes back as Izzy, all right? A well-known streamer on YouTube. Right? You know it's a setup. That's what it is. You know it's a setup. Period. Right. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? I didn't do it. It wasn't me. They killed me before I got the fuck in there. All right?
Right.
There's nowhere to go but up, right? Exactly. Right. Who knows? I might become important. I might say the wrong thing and expose some shit that they're like, we get that video down and take them the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Like, right.
You know, I might say some shit, you know, off my ass, and they be like, get him, get him, get him, get him. You know, thank you for the WoW award, Bree. Appreciate it, Babe Bree. Or her old country bunking ass. No, I'm just joking. She ain't country. She is so city. It's ugly. She's too city. Okay, she too city. We need I'm kind of half country, half city. You know what I mean? So she too city. She too city. What else are we going to talk about? Are we done? Because if we're done, then I'm gonna probably restart and then just make a random one and just kind of talk shit.
Yeah, do your thing, bro. I think we good as far as our little segment goes. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy your birthday, do your little random thing. I'll pop in there, share that bad boy out.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Fucking. Maybe I can piss some people off before New Year's. Who knows?
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Well, I don't know because nobody seems to get on here late at night. But I don't mind it being, late at night to do these. For me, I don't mind them because, like I said, our shows are a little bit more adult. You know what I mean? We use more colorful. We use more colorful language, so I get it. And I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? It's just that I try as hard as I possibly can to not curse. And
man, we do good. We do good. You know what I'm saying?
I try hard. So happy.
So all right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Same here. All right, exactly. All right, so check this out, you guys. I'm going to just restart. I'm going to end this, and I'm just going to restart just a private conversation. So if y'all want to come back, you're more than welcome to come back. Put on some music.
You gonna do it on Haps or you gonna do it on Scope?
I'm gonna do it on here, but I'm also gonna I'm gonna let it go to Scope. I'm not gonna do it on YouTube though.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it on YouTube or Facebook. I'm just gonna do it on here and Periscope.
All right, that's what's up, bro. Well, shit, I'll come in there on Scope and share that bad boy out. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Izzy, always good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this tomorrow or nah?
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow before New Year's. Yeah, we can do that.
What? Oh yeah, tomorrow is right before New Year's.
Right before New Year's. I kind of want to do a New Year's show.
Let's do that. If y'all want to see a New Year's show, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, I kind of want to do a New Year's show. I'm kind of thinking about doing like a 3-hour New Year's show, right? So start on the East Coast, and we'll start doing New Year's from the East Coast all the way back, right? And then just have fun, have some drinks, and chill and talk shit. We can talk about serious shit, dumb shit, whatever.
I'm down. That sounds like a plan. Let's do that.
Maybe put Wonder Woman 3 or Wonder Woman 84 on it so I can fucking talk shit about it for some more.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Let's get that cracking.
Have you seen that shit yet?
Nah, I ain't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to check it out.
I fucking hate that movie, bro.
For real?
Yeah, I've seen it twice. I try to give it another chance. The second time it was a little bit better, but it wasn't that much better.
Okay.
I'm so disappointed. Like,
I'm gonna make a couple. I'm gonna make a couple videos for tomorrow, and then you know what I'm saying, we could definitely get that cracking.
What you gonna be talking about on your videos?
Shit, I'm gonna go over a couple of the things that we talked about tonight. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Look, well, see, here go my thing, right? Listen. Check this out. When it comes to certain things that Kevin Samuel say, like, I agree with certain things, but like when it comes to, like, I don't know, man, like when it comes to all of those movements, like I see all these people joining these movements, right? And like, in my opinion, like those movements it's not cool really to join those movements. Like, I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like we need our own movements. The problems that we have and things that we need to address is completely different than a lot of the things that motherfuckers is trying to mirror. And like, it's just not healthy to echo talking points, because then you end up watering down your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you have people in these movements like literally quoting motherfuckers that don't believe that half the problems that you got actually exist. And I can't rock with that shit.
No, I get you. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind the movements. I don't mind, I look at it a little bit different than a lot of people. I was actually having a conversation about this a couple days ago.
What'd you say? Let's hear it.
I think I look at Kevin Samuels as a good building block, a good base, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But you can take it one step further, and you can really push something that could, ultimately kind of help black folks.
Yeah, no
You know
doubt,
what I mean?
no doubt.
And so, but that's if it's used right. Unfortunately, because it's a YouTube thing, and motherfuckers like drama too much. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll turn into that. But
Right,
it could, and
right.
I don't necessarily think it would be a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
See, like they got this whole like, all right, you know how people always talk about their red pill and shit like that. Like, I get it, I understand it, and like I feel I hear them, but like I don't really necessarily agree with like the red pill terminology. You know what I'm saying? Because like I kind of all right. So like you know about the whole red pill, blue pill thing, right?
I got a good idea about it.
So like people they claim that they red pilled, you know what I'm saying? That means that you took the red. It's like Matrix, you know what I'm saying? Like they believe that they took the red pill and like, oh, now we see these, crazy things about reality. And then there's the blue pill, people that like supposedly choose not to see reality. They just want to see something that's sugar coated or whatever, right? The way that I look at it is I don't really understand how if you black, you could take a red pill or a blue pill, because the whole system of this reality nonsense that we in, as far as the United States, the Constitution, all of this bullshit, none of that shit was ever made for us anyway.
Plus, pills are hard to swallow.
Yeah, exactly. You need some applesauce or some chocolate pudding.
Right. Man, I don't like any kind of pill. Don't get me wrong. I get it. I didn't really, I know about the red pill and blue pill shit. But I just didn't really, because it never was nothing to me. It's never been.
Yeah,
you know. What
I mean, it's like common. It's like common sense. It's
right. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? It's like common sense shit. You know what I mean? And then the thing is that a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like a lot of excuses, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, like I said, some of the things that they talk about, I agree with some of the shit, but I can't really get down with like movements where you're gonna be in the same arena or the same, side, or trying to join forces with people who literally don't believe that any issues that we got going on with us are real. You know what I'm saying? Like these same motherfuckers be in they Reddit groups, in they Discord chats, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying all kind of racist shit, dog whistling. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe that the racial wealth gap is real. Like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that shit. And I'm not gonna sit there and try to emulate that bullshit. I'm gonna, whatever points that I have that are similar to that, I'll say them in my own context. But the rest of it, it is what it is. Like that's that shit over there, and I got my shit over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like I agree with some of the shit, and the other shit I don't, and it's just that simple. I'm not right. If you ever try to put me in a box of a pill, I'll fucking laugh at you.
Right.
I'll laugh at you. Like, I mean, it's a precarious situation, but I'll laugh at you for sure. Okay?
Right. Right.
Uncommon sense. I'll take both of them and I'll steal all yours. Of course, because you're white. That's what white people do. Take shit, steal it. You know what I mean? That is quintessential white people.
That's hilarious.
I understand Black Light Revelation's perspective because I have firsthand seen groups and movements infiltrated, which was all planned and strategic from the opposition.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like they'll try to get a couple common things in common with you and try to say, yeah, like we feel you, we bump you, we feel what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, this makes sense. We understand your plight. And all they're trying to do is just basically bump their numbers. And then when it comes to some actual issues that you might have, then it's like, nah, it's pseudoscience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's back to being Kang shit and blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my time for separate but equal. Remember how we never actually got that shit? How they said we were separate but equal, but we never actually got our separatism? Like, this is my separatism. Like, I don't want to deal with none of that shit. I deal with that shit on my own terms and my own basis. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I am not mad at that shit. I am not mad at that shit the fuck at all. He said Wicked said being against something isn't a movement. You have to be for something, not against something, in order to be meaningful. I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
we gotta
agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's real.
I can agree with that.
She said you can laugh at them, but then you should sell the pills $1 a gram.
I will sell the pill if you want me to sell that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I'll sell some of the pills. Some of them pills is got fentanyl in them. Right? Fucking with them, right?
Right.
So I'll sell most of them pills, but I'm not selling the pills with fentanyl. So don't let me find no fentanyl up in that motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll sell you the good pills, not the shitty pills.
Right. And then, like, I don't know, man, like a lot of that shit, like these motherfuckers be going like entirely too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like about certain shit. Like, we talked about that shit, like not really on Periscope, like certain little publicity stunts motherfuckers be doing. Like, I don't think that shit is appropriate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I just try to stay in my own lane. Like you said, just give out information and hope that shit is beneficial to people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They over here talking about cloning niggas. Do you believe in that shit? Please don't say you do.
What's that?
That cloning shit. Oh, they cloning Gucci Man.
Yeah. As far as, hey, what's up, Tony D? As far as like cloning people, cloning is possible, but do I believe that it's actual clones running around out here?
Yeah.
For the most part, like, I mean, if I haven't seen no evidence, if I haven't seen no evidence of some shit, I'm not about to sit there and say like I believe it. Now, like the thing is a clone, bro. Like an identical twin is a clone. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I mean? But that's a natural clone, right?
Yeah.
Like as far as any of this crazy shit that these motherfuckers be out here talking about, nah. My thing is, it's shit that's right in front of people's faces that they don't want to believe, but they'll believe some crazy ass shit like that Gucci Mane is a clone or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not on that.
What is smart appliances, gadgets for every home, versatile? What the fuck is that shit?
Wiggins said the blue pills can have fentanyl. That's why people go back to being docile.
Man, I think I don't know, man. If you say you're any group, I think you're probably docile. I don't care what.
Yeah.
If you say you a Republican or a Democrat, I think you've been tamed, Negro.
Yeah, exactly. Like they got the Republicans, then they got the Democrats, and they got the conservatives, then they got the liberals, then they got the new shit, the men going their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, that shit is all cool. What up, Black Light? Remember that COVID question I asked you, but I forgot it, Tony. What is it? I forgot what it was, bro. I'm sorry. I think it's just too much going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just need to stay in their own lane and deal with shit as it comes.
Real shit.
A lot of motherfuckers just want to identify with shit. I want to identify with this group, and I don't have anything in common with anybody else. So, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And thank you for the happy birthday, Tony, bro. I appreciate that. That's fucking cool. Yeah, so I guess we can be done. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to talk about when I come back, though.
Talk about blessing that cash. I need
my
money.
cash
I need money.
Bless my cash app, motherfuckers. Jesus Christ. You know what I
Oh, he
mean?
said that the difference between COVID and the coronavirus diagnosis.
What are you saying?
See, like the thing is, as far as COVID, like COVID is basically like the quote virus. Now, as far as having a coronavirus diagnosis, the diagnosis is only qualifying factors. Like if you have a high temperature, if you exhibit 3 or more symptoms, if you have a positive test, you know what I mean? And the thing that's crazy is that the COVID-19 test is really inaccurate. I think it's only about 63 inaccurate for one of those PCR tests. Hey, Sean, what's up, bro?
White people do the weirdest dances. I swear to God.
It's all kind of weird shit popping off, bro.
White people, you guys dance very weird. Like really, y'all look like y'all look like.
You gotta tell everybody, go back and watch the replay and watch the "I Have No Money" song. And
I have no money.
That'll explain it all. That'll explain everything.
What he said? This nigga. He's in a. He said, "Baby J surprised his friend for his birthday." Nobody cares about that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Why y'all dancing on a motherfucking camera like that? Y'all some weird fucking people, bro.
Who dancing on the
camera? People on YouTube and TikTok.
You crazy. I got you, Black Light. Thanks, man. Yeah, let me see. Let me actually find some shit real quick.
Oh, she's stupid. That shit was dumb. That shit's done. She's stupid. You know what? This nigga is a snitch. Magic 6ix9ine is a snitch, bro.
Who's snitching?
Tekashi.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that nigga.
Tekashi is snitch.
I don't fuck with Tekashi. You know what I'm saying?
Tekashi is snitch. That nigga was like still talking shit about everybody. It's like, bro, you do understand that you got on fucking stand and you told, nigga. You not get this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like this.
So see, this is what Tony was asking about. When to consider getting tested for COVID-19 diagnosis. If you've been exposed to the virus or show mild symptoms of COVID-19, call your doctor for advice about how and when to get tested. Don't go to your doctor's office in person, as you could be contagious. You can also access the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's coronavirus self-checker to help you decide when to get tested or seek medical care. So these are the symptoms you want to look out for: fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath. You know what I'm saying? And then these symptoms. And then once they do a rapid test, see, this is the one I was talking about just now, PCR. If that comes up positive, then basically the PCR positive test plus these symptoms is what they use to diagnose you. You know
is that how they diagnose you? I have no
Yeah, for the most part.
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Listen, I just really don't, bro. I don't. It's like I know what I need to know about this shit, and I'll know more if I catch this shit.
Right.
And that's how I look at it.
See, I deal with it every day at work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them motherfuckers got COVID. You know
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker has a shit. I want to play videos. Maybe I'll play some videos and shit. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something to talk about, bro. And I'm looking everywhere for something to talk about. And I don't really have that much to talk about, to be honest. Like,
and you know, you can share the TikTok screen on this shit
from my phone.
If you go on Haps and then do the screen share and go to TikTok, log into TikTok with your account.
Oh, is that how it is? Hey, you seen Big King on motherfucking on YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah, he got a nice little camera. You know what I'm saying? He got his little shit popping off.
Yeah.
calling everybody niggers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that's all you gotta do is be white and call everybody niggers and you get 1 million followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Right. And I'm yeah, I don't know. I have all symptoms after I smoke a joint and drink a bottle of liquor, right? That's real shit. Let me see. 3 a.m. Nope, that's not it. This nigga's Dax is getting tattooed again. There ain't nothing fucking going on. Yeah, I don't. Jesus says no way to gay stuff. Well, I guess that can always. G.I. Joe Live is on. Hey.
What on the Hasbro channel on YouTube?
Yep, on Hasbro channel.
always, nigga.
Yeah, it's the Hasbro channel. G.I. Joe 2 4 episodes and shit is on. Maybe I'll fucking put that shit on and be like, yeah, bitch, G.I. Joe tonight. You know what I mean? My epic $20,000 boot collection. Nigga, who were like, see, Kevin, this is when you lose points with me. You know what I mean? Like,
who is that?
Kevin Samuels.
Oh yeah.
It's like, don't get me wrong. I like Kevin Samuels. He's cool. I like what he got to say, right? But nigga, look, I'm not trying to look like a bitch, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to look like a bitch, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what it is. I don't wear boots that have high heels on them. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you do, more power to you. But I just don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Nor do I need a baby purse, nigga.
Yeah. No.
He said, yeah. Nah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no. That's right. Oh, well,
you know,
okay.
I don't know, man. Like my thing, everybody got their sense of style. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those people that, you know, he wears like suits and matching clothes and all that. You know what I'm saying? He got like the high class aura, you know what I'm saying, with his live streams or whatever. That if that suits him, you know what I'm saying? Like that's cool. You know what I mean? Like
I'm hood comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hood comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I like suits. I like, you know, a lot of different suits and shit like that. Actually, I got a few. So, you know what I mean? So it's not like I don't like suits because I do. I don't mind suits. I just, his shit sometimes be a little tad bit over the top. Like my nigga, you know, you couldn't get no fucking slacks that reach down to your ankles, nigga. Like I don't nobody want to see your tiny ass little ass ankles and shit with your ashy, you know, your ashy ankles with the top half of your bottom leg on there. I don't want to see that shit, man. Like
that's hilarious, nigga. It's a whole lot of it's a lot of motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I guess that's, you know, that's the way to rock nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Me,
look, I remember High Waters was garbage back in the 80s, and it's not gonna be no better now.
That's funny. I ain't never really changed my swagger, you know what I'm saying, since high school. I've been the same, you know what I'm saying? Like I rock my clothes the same for the most part. I wear the same kind of shit. And like my thing is though, I like as far as Kevin Samuels go, the way that I look at it is he an image consultant. So the way that he looks at it is like his vision of what is most appealing. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the image that he broadcasts. And like I get it, you know what I'm saying? He trying to give advice to people who want to go into a high-end corporate job, or you know what I'm saying, like people that's looking to date model chicks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't I don't really listen to his content for that aspect of it. I listen to his content for more so like the knowledge that he kicks, because he does drop some jewels. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as like the dress and image and all of that, like I got my image. You know what I mean? Like I don't really need nobody else to tell me how to dress or tell me how to look or tell me what I need to look like. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable in myself in that way. You know what I mean?
Right. What is? Oh, this is Gotham series finale. How did you like that show, bro? The Gotham show.
I ain't really watched that shit. That was like pre-Batman, right? Like pre-Batman and Robin.
I actually liked the series, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did. It was actually not too shabby. You know what I mean?
See, I wish they would redo Spawn. You know what I'm saying?
They
Look,
are
damn,
redoing. They are redoing Spawn.
look, Wigga dropping them dollars.
Woo! Hey, Wigga, you don't have to keep on dropping them dollars. You can put that in my motherfucking Cash App, bitch. But thank you, I appreciate it for real. Thank you.
Oh shit! Y'all need to go over to Blacklight Revelations. Sub that Blacklight Revelations 2. By Wednesday, I should be set up with Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be what's up.
Six-figure woman says men aren't ready for relationships.
Now, you know what is interesting that she said that the six-figure woman said that the men aren't ready for relationships, because there's a lot of articles that's coming out now that's saying that six-figure women can't find relationships because men don't want to be with six-figure women. Now, here's my thing, right? As far as the six-figure shit, like, it's really kind of sad that people are concentrating on this six-figure shit, because in other elements of society, six-figure is so small. Like, six-figure is what motherfuckers get in their trust fund.
Right.
And like, that's like some new shit for us. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't shit unless you make six figures. Come on, man. Like, we gotta get it together. We gotta be the motherfuckers that signing the paychecks. Like, stop with the six figure shit.
Right. The six-figure shit. It's unlikely. Just be happy for a high five-figure nigga, man.
Right.
Be happy. You know? Be happy about that. You know what I
mean? Especially during COVID.
Right? That's real shit, bro. Like, make sure you happy about what you with, bro. Because really, it don't matter how many figures I make, because you ain't touching none of my shit.
Right.
I'm just real about that shit now. Okay.
Right.
I come with dick and bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Actually, I'm not all out. I just never bought the shit. Okay. So that's
we
it.
Say Canada don't have Cash App. Use PayPal.
Yeah, what kind of man wants to be a stay-at-home housewife? I did that shit for a couple of years. I did it.
Here go my question, bro.
And I always tell dudes never do that shit.
What do you think is causing a gender war? Like, you see all this, like, especially if you on YouTube, you see all these people going back and forth, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these dudes is having complaints about women, and all these women is having complaints about dudes. I see, me, honestly, like, I don't really get offended by none of this shit. I just watch the shit. I think it's funny. I guess it's that whole kind of like a hurt dog don't yell type thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, what do you think is causing that shit? Like, what's wrong with motherfuckers? Like, why can't they get it together? Like, why can't these bitches find a dude that they like, and why can't these motherfuckers find a female that they like? What's wrong with them?
Women are too narcissistic, and men have become too much like bitches.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Niggas can't handle fucking motherfucking brides saying no, and brides, you know, just can't handle. They're too egotistical and narcissistic that they can't handle being in a relationship.
Yeah, I think a lot
motherfucker in the world, but they not.
I think a lot of it too is a lot of motherfuckers want something for nothing.
Something for nothing? What you mean by that?
Like, I think that a lot of dudes and a lot of women just want something for nothing. Like, I think a woman just plop themselves into a relationship and be like, okay, I want all this shit, and not really do shit. And I think a dude would just plop themselves into a relationship and be like, I ain't about to do shit. I'm just here. So now you got this situation where you got both these mediocre motherfuckers not doing anything, you know what I'm saying? Because the relationship take maintenance, and then it just turned into a blame game. Like, the woman is upset, she got all these complaints about the dude, and the dude is upset, got all these complaints about the women, where it's never any kind of, well, what kind of goals do we have for this relationship? What's my role gonna be? What's your role gonna be? What we gonna do? Like, what's the 5-year plan? You know what I'm saying? What's the
role is gonna be? I make the rules. That's gonna be the rules. I make the rules when I feel I need to make a rule.
Tony D said, "Yeah, it is happening too." Shatera say, "Fair enough."
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, too many men act like little girls.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? And then you have, too many women who just are narcissists. And I'm gonna tell you something, like in my personal opinion, it has a lot to do with little boys being raised with only their mamas. You know what I mean? So they don't have a male role model, so they don't know how to act like a man. They always act like some bitches, and all these little young niggas act like bitches.
Now here go my question for you about that though, right? Okay, so check this out. If we accept that, right?
Mhm.
Like if we say, okay, so the reason why is because a lot of these, young men are being raised by their mothers. How do we hold the men accountable that leave their sons to be raised by their moms? You know what I'm saying? Like we can't really blame the mom because as long as the mom ain't really neglecting the child, here's my thing. Like I agree. Like I don't think that a woman
not neglecting though.
You say was not neglecting them?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, giving them their basic needs. The only thing that you can expect a woman to do is to be a woman. Like you can only expect her to raise a kid in a way that a mom would raise a kid. But how's she gonna fill in the void for where the father is at?
But what if she's the problem? There's a void.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. There's that situation.
That's the whole thing. In a lot of cases, you got a lot of dudes that think that the moms are the biggest problems. They're the ones that's in between. Like, and I get it to a degree, man. Like you if you keep on bitching at me about shit, I'm just gonna be like, whatever, and I just won't even listen to it. Like,
right.
And I'll forget all about it. Like, I don't really get two shits. Like, you really got me fucked up if you're gonna keep on bitching at me like a 2-year-old. You know what I mean? So the thing is, I think a lot of times women think they deserve something, they're owed something for fucking having a baby. You're not owed anything. You know what I mean? I always want to put it on a man. See, here's the thing. I put responsibility on men because we already do that. We've been doing that. Oh, come on, black men, we gotta be better fathers and blase, right? We're always doing that shit, right? But at the end of the day, man, where is most of that responsibility? Where should most of that responsibility be held? It shouldn't be held at the father's foot. It should be held at the mother's foot. And if she's a good mother, then she'll go out of her way to make sure the father's in that child's life at the end of the day. Because look, women give us access to sex, right? And so she would have never had that kid had she worn a condom, had an IUD, motherfucking had her tubes tied, did something.
So here go my question. Out of all the relationships, right? Like out of all the people that's out there, how many people do you think are the result of situations like that? Because it can't be every single situation that's like that. It gotta be some motherfuckers that, okay, so I feel you. Those situations are definitely out there, but what percentage do you think that situation actually is? Do you think it's a majority of the situations?
Today, yeah, I do. Today, had you asked me this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I might have changed. I might have had a different answer for you. But today, yeah, right. I think it's mainly women. That's just my personal opinion, though. You know what I mean? Like I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But I've noticed it. I've actually talked about it. I've talked about it for over a year. I didn't know, nothing about the manosphere and the red pill and all that shit. I've been saying the same shit for over a year, a year and a half. So, like, my perspective hasn't really changed in a couple of years.
And that's my thing, like with the whole manosphere and the red pill thing. Like this is just shit that should be common knowledge. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been talking about this kind of shit all the time. And in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, as far as a male or a female, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's interesting how a lot of those people assign a value to you based on having a child. They kind of make it like if you have a kid, like you ratchet, or if you have a kid, like you didn't protect yourself or whatever. Okay. But you know what I mean? Like the thing is like the reality is that 51% of marriages fail, and people can be in long-term relationships and have planned children. And if a relationship don't work, it don't work. You know what I mean? People go their separate ways. So for people to try to look down on motherfuckers because they have kids, to me, that's kind of foolish. I get it. If you don't want a relationship with somebody that has kids, then don't have one. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't, if that's not what you want, then you shouldn't be grading that person anyway. Like
Well,
if
I
you want,
wouldn't grade. Yeah, I wouldn't degrade nobody, nor would I judge anybody. If you wanted to date somebody with a kid, you know what I mean. That's
right,
you know. I don't know if that is a first choice for anybody. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, if that's what you choose that.
right. No, I agree. I
You know
agree.
what I mean? I think a, a,
Right, exactly. That's the way I
a
feel.
lot of
That's,
times these motherfuckers don't really get it. Man,
they don't get it.
mansplain
Yep.
it to us. Shut up. I mean, if that's
Way
not what
funny.
you want, who are you? Wise man once said, when the lights go out, feminines will go out with it. I believe that shit too. I'm actually with you on that one. I don't know why this motherfucker's so loud, bro.
What is it? What is, you got a space heater? No, you in
Yeah,
Cali. Is that what that is? A space heater?
yeah.
That's funny as hell, nigga. How you cold, bro? We got snow on the ground.
Nigga, anything under fucking 70, dog, is cold, bro. What is you
I
talking
ain't trying
about,
to
bro?
hear
I
that
got a sweater on.
bullshit.
You
ain't trying to
serious?
hear, ain't trying to
Cold,
hear
bro.
that bullshit, nigga. If smoke ain't coming out your mouth and you not smoking, it ain't
Nigga,
cold.
it's cold, my nigga. Fuck out of here with that shit, bro. I don't play that shit like, yeah, I'm black, bro. I'm black and I'm from California. Okay, anything under 60 is cold.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's
Anything
true.
under 70, anything under 70 is chilly. Anything under 60 is cold, bro. That's just
I
what it
feel
is.
it.
You know what I mean?
I feel it.
Hold on, real quick, bro.
You know? I'm not playing that one. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I mean? It's way too cold out here to be fucking sitting around fucking with y'all niggas, man. I want to be warm, man. I don't know what I'm gonna watch tonight. Does anybody have any good movies that they know of that I should watch? I need a good movie to watch. I always thought black people could handle the cold weather better because they have thicker skin and more muscles. I know you're being a smart ass and that shit was funny, but I don't shit. I can handle cold weather. I just don't like it. But I prefer cold weather rather than summer, which is weird. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to be sweating all the time. But you know what I mean? Like in the winter, you know, you can dress up, you can do a whole bunch of shit. Hunter killer. I mean, it's just bro, the summer, it'd be too hot, dry air, be humid as fuck, barely breathe. You know what I mean? Sweating and shit. You sweating just by sitting down and shit. Like, I don't like that shit. That shit is not cool for me, bro. That's definitely not where it's at for me. You know what I mean? No, I don't know how true that is. I wouldn't know. Shit, I don't know too many black people that live in the fucking cold. I don't hate summer. I just don't like being overly hot. That's all. I like the area I'm in to be in a nice middle ground. I don't like too hot and I don't like too cold. This is who I am. I can deal with too cold though a whole lot easier, a lot better, I should say, than being too hot. Too hot is it's hard to deal with because you can only get so naked, right? You can only take off so many clothes, right? So you take off all your clothes. What are you gonna do now? Oh, now I gotta go sit in the fucking cold ass shower because it's fucking hot as shit over here. Fuck that. I'm good. I hate taking like 4 or 5 showers in a day. And I do every summer. I take like 3 showers a day. Take one when I first wake up, take one in the afternoon so I can get freshened up and right before the hottest part of the day, then I'll take another one at night. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I'm good. That shit is headachy. I'll trade you. Come to Canada. Yeah, I'm good on Canada. There's too many white people out there. That would terrify me. Like it's bad enough I'm out here in California. That shit would terrify me. Canadian white people and shit. You You know what I mean? Canadians are different. They're a different kind of white people. A lot of them are really cool, but yeah. I hate showering too. No, it's not about me hating showering. I hate having to take a shower 3 times a goddamn day. That's all. Not that I hate showering. I like to stay clean. That's just me. That's just me. Let me see. I don't know what I should watch. Has anybody seen Greenfield? I think that's the name of the movie. Greenfield. It's Greenland. That's what it's called. It's called Greenland. They different. They are stuck in the 90s. That's what I feel like it feels like they are, huh? It's like they're stuck in 1990, like mid 1990, between 93 and 95. Right? I don't know if you guys seen this shit. It's called Greenland. Man, that was an interesting movie. We are all immigrants here. I'm not no immigrant. The fuck? Immigrant implies I asked. I'm gonna bounce, bro. All right, cool. Thank you, bro. So since he's gonna bounce, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna restart it. I'll just talk. We'll just chat and see if anybody wanna whatever. I don't really give a shit. I'm bored. I ain't got nothing better to do. I mean, I could fucking fix the back of my cell phone, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. But if y'all want to come back, go ahead, come back. I always forget how much I like you. So if you guys want to come back, go ahead and come back, and we'll just do a regular beam. I'll actually probably keep it the same name it is, and then restart it right back. So I'll be right back. If y'all want to come back, come on back.